we're not going to sin. We'll never sin no more, man, because the Heavenly Father is going to program us to keep his holy law. So, what did I want to get? Okay. Yeah, the days are evil. In the book of Matthew, the 6th chapter, the last verses say, sufficient unto the day are the evils thereof. So, while we have this grace, you got to take advantage of it. So, for all the times you was in the world being wicked, you need to redeem those times. Because redeem means to buy back. And we know that, you know, we're not going to be saved through our works. But our works are a show of faith, which is that's how we're going to be delivered. By grace are we saved through faith. And your faith is shown through your works, as is written in James, the 2nd chapter. All right, but this is Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 34. Take therefore, now let me start at 35, 33, slightly. St. Matthew, chapter 6, verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, and his righteousness. See, I said, and his righteousness. Because we have no righteousness of our own. Our righteousness is going to come through his only begotten Son. So seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness. All right, so again, Matthew, chapter 6, verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, and his righteousness. And all these things shall be added unto you. Verse 34. Take therefore no thought for tomorrow, for tomorrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. So sufficient unto the day are the evil thereof. So every day, man, you know, you're going to be surrounded by more and more evil. And that evil is sufficient. Sufficient enough to get you taken up out of here. Sufficient enough to get you destroyed. You know? Sufficient enough to bring swift judgment upon you. Every day. Every day, so we must remain circumspect. Examining ourselves. We must. So let me read 34 again. This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. Take therefore no thought for tomorrow, for tomorrow shall take thought of the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. So right, hey, don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about that, what you're gonna eat or drink, or you know, you're gonna have a roof over your head. Don't worry about that, man. You need to be paying attention where you at right now. Paying attention to what you are doing right now. Making sure that you are doing the things that are pleasing unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And then, you know, like the scriptures say, all those other things going to be added unto you. Take care of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua and make sure his will is being carried out in the earth, and he going to make sure you have the things that you need. Like Yahushua said, you know, us being evil, and we know how to give good gifts to our children, how much more Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua? Think he going to let us go without? You know, we know how to give good gifts. How much more Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua? He's going to bless us with good gifts. Give us the things that we need to continue to push this gospel. Continue to teach this word. So again, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 16. It says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. He these last days, they are very evil. This is why the Lord has to come back to put an end to all this wickedness. He has to come back. Because mankind upon earth is corrupt. They know not the way of righteousness. All they know is wicked and evil. Wickedness and evil. They don't, like I said, you got pastors in the church telling you that the law was done away with. Well then, how are you supposed to live? The Heavenly Father didn't set us up on this earth to live lawless. You Negroes, Latinos, and you Native Americans, y'all have a law. Y'all was given a law to live by. And that law is our standard. But y'all want to believe in this white man. Y'all want to follow this so-called white man. And you're going to follow him all the way to your destruction. Because this white man ain't never gave a damn about you Hebrew Israelites. He ain't never gave a damn about you Negroes, Latinos, or you Native Americans. He'd rather see you dead, man, than out here surviving, man, preaching the gospel. Especially doing something righteous. He'd rather see you dead. Why he floods your neighborhood with the cocaine, man, and the crack, where you niggas go and make rap songs about trapping in the hood, being witches, and killing each other. Y'all don't push that shit in the white neighborhood. Y'all push that shit right there in your own neighborhood, destroying your own neighborhood and your own people. The white man is responsible for that. He loves it. He loves it, man. So watch you niggas destroy and kill one another. It's him that put all this other madness, you know, talking about the rap, the cocaine, the goddamn malt liquor, all that other bullshit, man. The Swisher Sweet, cigarillos, all that shit, man. He so got that in your neighborhood to destroy you Negroes and you Latinos. Like I said, that also was prophesied. That was also prophesied. You know? Most High, everything that we need recorded in them scriptures, everything that we need. The scriptures say, again, what I just read, seeing then that you walk circumspectly, deeming the time because the days thereof are evil. These are evil, godless times. Evil and godless, you know. We need a savior. I can't stress that enough. We need Yahawashi in the worst way, man. We need Yahawashi HaMashiach in the worst way. And what's so cold about it, you got Negroes out here that, you know, they don't think nothing of it. They just think this is how life is supposed to be. But the Heavenly Father showed us, man, His servants, the prophets. He showed us the greatness and the fullness of what life can be, what life should be. He showed His servants, the prophets. So we come out here, man, we try to give our people, try to give them warning. We try to give them exhortation, give them something to shoot for, to strive for. And they don't want it. They don't value the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which is why I went into Proverbs, the 1st chapter, beginning at the 21st verse. That's why I brought that out. You understand? Because what's profitable unto Jake, he deems it as being valueless. And what's vain and valueless, Jake put all type of stock and value into it.
The exact opposite way we went.
Until they're gonna be destroyed. Hey, what's going on? You know, America's gonna be destroyed, huh? World War III is at hand. Russia, China, they preparing for war. So yeah, I'm here to prophesy to the nations. Nobody want to hear doom and gloom, but that's what the prophets have always been about, doom and gloom. Because when the Most High got to come talk to you, I mean, you fucking up. I mean, it's too late. Kind of like when your parents tell you, boy, if I got to tell your ass one more time. So you know, the next time you hear something, that's your ass. Well, that's how the Heavenly Father is. You know? This is last time telling us. So now, that big ass rod of correction is gonna come out and smite the earth. And then when he's through smiting, the Most High through smiting the earth, he gonna give his servants smaller rods, actual literal rods of iron, scepters, if you will, to rule and reign by. Them scepters are gonna be the law. Just like, you know, you see them movies, how they portray. Well, they get it from the scripture. If the scepter was extended to you, then you know you had an audience with the king. Or if the scepter was, you know, the kings ruled by their rod, you know. I forgot exactly how the story went when you read the book of Esther. You know, I think he extended the scepter to her to give his wife Esther, Hadassah, the right to have an audience with him. You just couldn't roll up on the king. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't just roll up on the king talking about, you know, I need to have a word with you, your honor, or your highness. You know, you didn't just roll up on the king like that. And then you rolled up on him, you know, after he said it was all good, it was all about that scepter. Yeah, man, we in these days, man, in these last days, the days of judgment. Most High doing his work. He's doing his work. He told us. It was prophesied. He said, I'm going to say Amos. I'm going to see if I can find it. He said he was going to work a work in our day which we wouldn't believe, though it be told unto us. And that's where we at right now. With the Heavenly Father working that work and bringing the Israelite Gentiles back into the fold. That's a heavy work. I mean, people like me, my brother, they can receive salvation. Lowly, wicked sinners being cleaned up and washed by the blood of Yahweh Shai to be brought back into the fold. That's a major work. That's a heavy work. So let me see if I can grab that prophecy real quick. I'm mentioning so many scriptures, man, but you know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, it's gonna come out what he wants to come out. This is Acts chapter 13, verse 40. Beware therefore, lest there come upon you, which is spoken of in the prophets. Behold, ye despisers, and wonder, and perish. For I work a work in your days, a work which ye shall not, a work which ye shall in no wise believe, though a man declare it to you. No. So that work, like I said, men like myself coming into the fold of this truth, getting the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's their work. Say which no man can believe, which this was I'm gonna say this is Paul. No, this is let me see.
How you doing this evening, brother?
Yeah, I'm good, you alright?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Yeah, that's Paul who's quoting from the book of Habakkuk. You know, I ain't brought this scripture out in a minute, but let me go back to that. This is Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 5. Behold, ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously. For I will work a work in your days which ye will not believe, though it be told to you. So, yeah, that's why Paul quoted that scripture in the book of Acts, because he was preaching unto the Hebrew Gentiles, the Hebrew Israelite Gentiles. So that's the work that he was going to work, was bringing the Hebrew Israelites back into the knowledge, into the fold, into the knowledge of the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So that goes for us in these last days. Heavenly Father, through the preaching of the cross, is bringing us back into the fold. So, yeah. Yeah, man.
Man, don't never be shy to get back home.
So that's
I don't care how far you wandered off.
Yep.